Hello guys, you're back with another video of Catia V5, and in this video we will try to make a part from scratch. This is just a practice part that we will try to start with and try to finish within the same. So let's get started. So on the right hand side we can see that there's a part that we will be making today, which looks something like this. So cylindrical features as we can look, and also we can see that there are other requirements that might be a good indication that we can use with shaft and later on proceed with other features and look for them. So what I will do is I will start with a normal sketch, just like usual, right? Normally too. And then I will make half of the profile using the profile feature, right? Make something like this. I'm also going to add the chamfer. Let's keep it simple. Make a straight line. All right. I know from the center is hollow, so I don't need to worry about anything. I need to make everything else except this thing. So either I can make this way or I can start from the outside and make the outer profile first. So I'm going to erase this, delete this, take the profile. I'm going to start with the outer profile. This looks something like this right here. Something like that. Looks good. A small piece, 12. Hmm. So there are two things to make sure that I'm trying to make a couple of adjustments. But before that, I'll show you the way I would personally make it. And something like that. Let's keep it that way. And then we have chamfers as well. Before that, I'm just going to use a dimension. Let's see. So from here till here, we have 26 right here. Then we can start dimensioning these features. So this one is 8. So this one is 12. Right here, there's a hole that doesn't matter for now. From here till the bottom is 45. There we go. Then the total from the top till the bottom is 62. 62. There we go. I'm just going to move the entire thing up. There it is. So we can see we need to come down here. So it says 50 from the center. 50 plus the rad if you want to go from the middle till the end portion. So from here, right here till the middle is going to be 50 plus 15, which is 65. So I'm going to give dimension 65 from here till there. 65. There we go. And similarly for the lower one, I know the place itself is how much. That I need to make sure. Hmm. The plate itself at the lower end is, this is 38 from this rad. So how much is it? Hmm. Interesting. It doesn't show. It's not showing us. Interesting. 20, 30, oh, 80. 80 in total. All right. So 80, half of 80 is 40. So till here, till the middle is 40. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it looks sort of weird, but yeah, at the same time, we know that it's supposed to be inwards, not outwards. So something like this. That makes sense. Now it resembles a little bit more like this shape. We still have some features to give. So what else is left? So we need to specify. So I'm just trying to keep it in the middle. So I'm going to keep it in the middle by, so the total is what? 62, and 62 divided by 2 is 31. I'm going to keep it in the middle, right in the middle, and I have to specify this particular length as well. So 12, 45, and 8 is given, 62 is given as well. Is it 62? Top to bottom? Oh, yeah, 62 is given. Where is 62? Oh, 62 is right here. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, and okay, this dimension is missing. But how much we are going to move that? What's the thickness of this particular thing? Basically, the shaft itself. So the shaft itself is going to be very interesting. So right here, the bigger rad it says 50. The outer one it says 35. Outer on which these two are made. So we have nothing to do with that one for sure for now. So it's going to be 50 as far as I'm concerned. The inner one is 26, right? The outer one looks like 50 as well, yeah, which makes more sense. So inner one is 26, the outer one, this one is 50, which in reality is going to be 25. Okay, that's not right. Oh, 35, right? My bad. 35, right here. It says right here. 35. There we go. So now, if I just revolve this particular feature, it's going to look weird, but at the same time, it will give us some clarity. If you just don't want to have this portion for now, you can just delete it or just make as a simple go. I've just done this in order to make my life easier. That too, like just to have a sense that okay, if I want to use it, so how can I? But it's nothing that important. So it's 360 degrees. I'm going to click OK. So you can see that I made the majority of the profile, the top head. That was something that I was looking forward to actually make. The lower one, we don't necessarily need. So I could have made something else. But yeah, like because we had some, like eventually we have to get rid of it. So it really doesn't matter. I can just modify the sketch and I can just keep it straight. So I don't want to get this. I will get rid of these two things and I will stretch it out where they join and then trim the line. And trim this and trim this. Trim this. There we go. Exit out. Looks good. So we have the final depth, final length, everything final. So now we know that we need to make the base. So the base is basically a rectangle, as you can see. I'm just going to make a sketch right at the bottom. Basically a center rectangle. So under rectangle we have options. Go for center rectangle. Click in the middle, right in the middle. There we go. Extract it, have selection, and then choose it wisely. And 80 each. 80 on this side and 80 on the other side as well. There we go. There we have it. Now we can add the radius of 10 degrees. So radius is right here. Double click. So I want to add radius of 10 here. Okay. How much? 10. 10 here. 10 here. Yes. 10 here and 10 here as well. 10. 10 here. 10 each. You could have done it like in a 3D view as well, but I just try to keep everything in the same sketch if I could. So I can also make different holes, right? So in this case, either I can make one and mirror it, but I'm just going to keep like, because I already have the position, so I don't necessarily need a lot of holes. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely use mirroring function, but I think it's more time consuming for me to actually go for all of them and mirror them instead of just making them individually. So all four of them, I'm going to make them equal. I'm going to put one of them as dimension to be 10 as it states right there. Now I know that I can pad this particular side upside. So I exit out, I simply click on pad. I said okay. Reverse direction, 12 millimeter is pad. Click OK. There we go. So we basically have the base, but on top of that, we also need to get rid of this 15. So we could have done it in the same sketch. We'll go back. We will make arc. We'll come to the center till here, till the line. There we go. And okay, it accidentally took tangency as okay. We don't want it to be tangent to each other. So I'm going to try it once again, starting from the middle. Wait a sec. Starting from here, going all the way till here, and ending on the line. There we go. Much better. And we are going to put the rad to be 15. 15 as a radius. This one I will mirror, obviously. I'm going to trim this extra line, yes. And I'm going to mirror this. Well, I can just put it here, so it's not a big deal. This line, trim this, no problem. And mention this as 15 as a rad. Perfect. There we go. Exit out. I have this particular part. But again, there you see, right? We want to get rid of that part as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the thickness. I'm just going to go back to sketch for the shaft and reduce 12 from here so that I don't need to adjust anything at all. From the base till here, 12 right here. Or I can say if I delete this dimension, dimension from the middle right here at 19, I can delete these lines and make it as my final element. Or I can simply make the other lines as construction element as well and make them work accordingly. File construction element. I don't need these two lines, so I'm going to delete them. Extra lines, there we go. Looks good. Exit out. Okay. It says it's an issue. Okay. Alright. It's showing that okay, you made the sketch on that particular plane. You need to isolate it. Okay. Plane needs to be changed. Face, edit. So instead of that face, we are going to choose this face and click OK. And yeah, we still have the same issue though that we had before. Not this, not this. Alright, no problem. We are here to solve the issue anyways. So who cares? So we can just extrude cut it, but I'm not sure. Okay, it's through all. Okay, then it doesn't matter at all, I guess. It's perfect. I'm not going to mess with this particular feature. I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to join them together. There we go. Join this together. There we go, and exit out. No problem. Okay. There we go. And let's do this as well. Alrighty, let's delete this and we are going to extend this till here. Now, is there an issue? Okay, again issue. You need to modify the axis. It says which axis? Deactivate. Alright, perfect. Looks good. So we will just make another sketch right at the top. I wasn't even sure that okay, we need to get that kind of stuff gone. Alright, we need to get the circles gone, obviously. But it's not that big of a deal to be honest. Because if I just make another sketch right here, I can get those things corrected as well. So I can simply project one side, make it as construction element, and the same thing as we were trying to do initially. 15 as a red. There we go. Construction again. So, excuse me. And there we go. And there needs to be an axis, which I'm pretty sure we can just use right here. Mirror it across this. There we go. We can just pocket it up to last. Click OK. It looks something like that, which looks very weird because that's not how it exactly should be. So I think the diameter, I took it too long. So the internal diameter is, oh, now that makes sense. You see, initially I was thinking about this thing is not going to be, this thing is not 26, this one is 13, and this one is 25, 2550, right? This is 25 right here, and then, yeah, the rest makes sense. And then you can see, you simply cut it out. Okay, that's way too much now. 50 and the place itself is what? 80 times 80? I'm not sure if it's 80. 80 by 80. Okay, that makes sense, but it's not cutting the diameter for some reason now. It actually should be. The external is slightly shorter. It's not cutting here, you can see. It should be cutting like 15 as a rad. 15 rad makes sense. Okay. Something is weird. So 50, 15 and 15 on the both sides. Okay, 50 and 30 is 80. So it shouldn't be cutting. Yeah, it should not be cutting. That's very weird. 35 as a rad. Yeah, it should not be cutting then. Something is wrong here. What could it be? Because from the bottom, if I look at, I already have 15. The bottom rad is fine. 15 and 15. The distance is going to be 80, I'm pretty sure. From here till here is 80. Yeah, that's fine. So it's basically the internal diameter that I'm messing up with. One of them, the outer one should be 50, so which should be 25, and then the internal one should be 13. So I'm assuming I haven't made a mistake here. No, 80 and 80. This looks good. What about the shaft? Shaft looks fine as well. 25 and 13 right here. So yeah, I mean it shouldn't have any issue though. Mhm. That's very interesting because I'm not going to make the entire thing. So, but 50 hit fixing is right here, which I made 25. And then I have the radius of 80, 15. Okay, the internal is 26, which is 13 right here. So I'm not able to understand what might be the issue here. Oh, okay, 38 from the middle to what dimension is this? Hmm. I'm guessing this is not on the. Oh, I see. I think this is not perfectly on that thing. Oh, now I see, I guess. I think now I understood what exactly might be the problem is. So this thing is not perfectly tangent. I'm just going to put normal 2. This thing is not perfectly tangent. This is not perfectly tangent. Alright, alrighty. Now that makes sense. So I'm going to offset a line. Delete this. Okay, I'm going to delete this line. I'm just going to make another line. Apologies for delays. And from the middle, it says it's around 38, right? 38. The middle is 38. Okay, it's not on that. Okay, now it doesn't make sense. Now if I make a 3-point curve on this, give a rad of 15, 15 rad. Yes, yes, and go inside. There we go. And I'm going to mirror it with respect to this plane right here. And then if I try to exit out, yeah, there we go. Now that makes sense. Now we can see that's, that's the thing. There's how it is. That's how it should be. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Okay, this thing needs to be cut out completely. This needs to go away as well. Okay, all right. I mean, nothing weird, although it is though. Weird because it's not what I was expecting it to be. But sure, sooner than later, I guess. If I extend this line, there we go. Same thing goes on the other side. There we go. We are going to get rid of these extra 2 lines. There we go. For construction. And I'm going to get rid of this. Yes. And this side as well. There we go. I'm going to have mirror this particular profile on the other side as well. Right here. There we go. Sit out. There we go. I mean, honestly, I just wanted to use shaft. It was pointless though. I'm not gonna lie. It was pointless of me making it just a shaft itself. But yeah, like eventually we have already made it, so You know, it's just for fun, nothing much. I just wanted to try something. All right, which didn't work out well, but now that's fine. Things don't work out as you thought. No problem. That's fine. We have something like this for now. On top of this, now I can offset a plane and actually make this particular part that I would need. So how would I do that? Let's see. Offset a plane. There we go, plane. I have this reverse direction. How deep do we need it to be? Alrighty. So how much is this thing? So we have 8. So 45 plus 8 is 53, and minus 62 is 9. 9, I guess. Yeah. If we are not good at maths, just like I'm not, so 62 minus 53, there we go. I'm pretty sure it's 9. Yeah, it's 9. There we go. Fine. Perfect. Now we can sketch on this. Normal 2. Now we have this base. Now all we need to do is make this particular profile, mirror it, and then extrude, or you can say pad it. Alrighty. You can make even half of this profile as well. You'll still get away with it. So I'm going to make half of this. I'm going to delete that as well. I'm going to make half of half of half. Curvature, arc, circle, circles, arc. That's impressive. Just going to make a circle right here. Perfect. I'm going to dimension it. It's going to be a big circle. So 35 as a radius. The diameter is going to be 70. Diameter is 70. Perfect. And then I'm going to make another circle on the x-axis. Dimension is going to be 15. Radius is 30 diameter. And I can make line, bitangent line, here till here. Good enough. Good enough for me, for what I'm looking for. So I would make an axis this way, and I would make another axis on top, and exit out everything. Exit, exit. Perfect. Nothing else. Nothing much needed. Exit, exit. These two as well, the inside ones. There we go. Now we have that. Dimension is already given from center till here. It's how much? It says 50, which is not bad. 50. So I can just simply mirror this on all the 4 sides. Mirror. First this way, then again copy this. Mirror. There we go. Perfect. Looks good. Going to make 2 circles, or just make 1 circle and mirror it if you want to. Dimension. And dimension is going to be how much? 14 right here. 14 is diameter. You can see right here. That's the diameter. So if I want, I can simply mirror this with respect to here. Perfect. And exit out. Exit out, and I will use pad for this. And pad is going to be 8. Padding 8 right here. Looks very similar now. We are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere, my friend. Almost there. So these are the only features that are left for now. So I'm going to make it on this particular plane. I'm pretty sure we could have done it way faster. We have just wasted some extra time by trying to do something fascinating, but it didn't work out pretty well. But that happened, right? So that's how you learn. I was trying to do so many things at the same time, which didn't work out. So that's not a problem. So right here, now I'm just going to quickly try to do this so that we don't waste much more time. I'm going to make an axis right here. Perfect. Delete, and delete anything that you have extra. Simply delete it. Okay, we have that. We have this. We need to give some dimensions to this. So this basically represents the entire thing. The whole diameter is 10. So radius is going to be 5 right here. Bigger radius is going to be what? Do we have that? Mhm. So the total is going to be 15. I'm guessing 15. And then from here till the base is going to be 25. Here till the base is going to be 25, 25, 25, 25. So this thing is not valid. Okay, no problem. Alrighty, guys. 25 minus 12. My bad. I can just dimension it from here. Okay, wait a sec. What's the issue here? Oh, now I see. Okay, that makes sense. 25 minus 12. There we go. 13. Okay, and I want this thing to be coincided right here. Coincide. There we go. Perfect. There we have it. Mirror it across this thing. There we go. It looks a little too big for the radius. I'm pretty sure it's not 15, it might be 10. Wait a second. I'm trying to guess. Must be mentioned somewhere. This radius is not given. It says 35 till the top. So obviously, okay, and till the center is. So yeah, the difference between top and 5. That's going to be 10. 10 bigger overall on each side. It's going to be 15. It's going to be 15. 15 radius. Wait a second. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I see. Now that makes sense. That's what I was making a mistake, I guess. Okay. I'm just going to make a circle here. Or just having some issues actually dealing with the thing itself. All right. So from the base, they say, from here till the base itself is 25. There we go. Okay. Thickness is 20. This thing is 20. There we go. Overall is 20. Perfect. Diameter is 10. Yes. That is 25. Okay. This thing look too short for some reason. I'm just going to exit out and see. No, it looks fine. Reverse up to next. Perfect. 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 Good enough. That's pretty much it. Just going to mirror it on the other side as well. Mirroring element is going to be pair 3. And the ring element is going to be this particular plane right here. There we go. End of story, my friend. There we have it. Isometric view. That's how it looks. So that's our first complete part. Oh, wait a second. Okay. If we want, we can just simply make a pocket and again, or another sketch. Go still here. Instruction. Exit out. Pocket the entire thing out up to last. Go for it. There we go. Perfect. Looks good now. So that's our completion of first part. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So keep practicing such parts. So me personally, I practiced this part after a long time as well. So I hope you liked it and subscribe to channel for having more and more parts being solved just like this one. Thank you so much.